welcome to Reminiscin with Randy and Randall.
Kinfolk, hey, I'm starting.
Okay, fine.
Howdy, kinfolk. I'm Randy Jenkins.
And I'm Randall Tomlin. And today we'll be gabbing about just why we decided to do this podcast. And
I thought it was called a cast pod.
I think it's a podcast. I'm not
Let
entirely
me look
sure.
it up. Let me look. I'm looking it up. Don't talk.
Okay, fine.
What is a cast pod?
I don't think that...
It's
a podcast.
All right, fine. Podcast.
All right. So, yeah, this is our first ever podcast. And let's just hop right into it.
All right. So basically, what is a podcast? If y'all don't know what that there is,
I'm not entirely sure, actually.
Well, I'm by the way, they should get acquainted with our voices. So I'm Randy. This is me over her. I'm Randy. Hi.
And I'm Randall Tomlin over her.
Oh, my last name is Jenkins. If I didn't already say it.
I think you said it at the beginning.
Okay.
All right. Well, yeah.
Basically, we're two old men, and we just decided to do some documenting about our lives and such. We have pretty interesting life here in the South, and lots of fun stuff goes on here. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. We're from the beautiful town in North Carolina of what's it called again? I forget. We lived in so many towns together, in the past.
My memory's getting a bit short. But, yeah, we've lived in a lot of places together. We've been friends for a long time.
We've been in Virginia and North Carolina.
Kentucky was my favorite place. I think I want to move back there. Kentucky's
that
the best.
Was fun.
That's a nice one.
I really like the trees in there.
Yep. Mm-hmm. The trees are real nice. You can see them for miles.
They got real tall trees.
Real tall ones.
Real tall ones.
Best tall ones.
And in the fall, they all fall over.
All them leaves fall down to the grounds, and then you can roll in them leaves.
Yep.
I like using them leaves. My grandmama, she sewed them leaves together. She did.
Did she make a blanket?
She did. She made a blanket.
Was it warm?
It was a bit warm, but you see, in the Great Fire of 72, burned right down. Them leaves, she used them as fire kindling.
I see.
Yep.
We did the same thing with good old-fashioned sticks.
Sticks?
Yep, we made a blanket out of sticks, and we put it over the chicken coop to keep it warm.
That's all you need is a good old-fashioned stick.
Yep. But now they got all this newfangled tech and stuff.
Oh, that's our first topic.
Like this blanket right here, it's like all soft and stuff, and it doesn't have no sticks in there.
This newfangled tech is just too much for me. You know what I'm saying? This is our first topic. Today
this little thing we're recording on, it's like a little microphone in a box, and it's like a little cool little tech thing, and it's like ba-doo.
Can you hear this? Wait, I'm gonna get real close.
Howdy, y'all. That's not that. Hey,
what?
This is not an ASMR.
ASMR?
This is not ASMR.
Have you ever listened to that there, ASMR?
I don't like ASMR.
I think we should talk a bit about ASMR.
ASMR is
you know what ASMR is? You spell it like this, ASMR. And it's this real good thing. My grandson is interested in it, but I find it to be a little weird.
It's like this. I think it's like, hello there. I'm gonna talk in your ear like this, and I'm gonna make some.
Stop it, Randall. You're gonna freak him out.
I got you.
You got him. You get him. All right.
That was a surprise in the podcast.
So basically, every podcast we're gonna do about 10 little topics for y'all. And we just talked about what a podcast is, so that's going to be our first one.
Now we got newfangled tech.
So this newfangled tech is something that really newfangles my mind.
Yeah, this thing I'm holding right here is called a phone.
No, phone. You're an
idiot.
A phone. You're an idiot, Randall.
I think it's an
You know what? You are an idiot.
I think it's an iPhone.
It's an iPhone, Randall.
iPhone. Okay.
Goodness gracious.
And you touch the screen and it's like a button in itself.
Yeah. It's like a whole big button, really.
Yeah.
A whole big old button.
But there's a bunch of tiny buttons because if you touch a special thing, it makes a special thing happen. And there's like a bunch of tiny buttons and one big button.
I think that they understand what that is.
Yep. There's this little actual button at the bottom.
Stop talking. You're being boring. Next up, we've got how this idea came to be. How did this here podcast decide to be made? Well, it didn't decide to be made, I guess. We decided for it to be made.
Yeah.
We're the fathers of it.
We're the fathers
But not anything weird at all.
I never did have a child.
Nope, this is going to be our child.
I think one of the main reasons I was drawn to making a podcast is because I never really had a child or anything that I looked after and to create something. This is my baby, what we're doing right here.
Yeah, that sounds real weird, Randall.
It does.
All right, forget that. So anywho,
forget it all.
basically, here's how the idea came to be. So we were at the local bar. What's the name of it?
I think it was
Smith's.
Smith Bar.
Yeah, Smith's at Smith's. See, the bartender, his name is Smith. Coincidence? I think not.
Yep.
So, Smith, he came up to us and he's like, "Hey, Randy. Hey, Randall. You know what? You guys have so many stories. You guys real entertaining to talk to. I think y'all should make a podcast." And
Yeah.
I said, what's a cast? I mean,
Cast pod.
podcast.
It's a podcast. I'm sorry.
What's a podcast? And he's like, well, it's this thing where someone just talks for a while on this here thing
I
on
don't
the
really
interwebs.
understand the concept. I mean,
Who would want to sit down and listen to talking and nothing else?
but obviously, if you stuck with us for this long. Ah! Oh my God! The phone's making a noise.
Excuse me, y'all. The phone is ringing.
We're going to leave for 1 minute. We'll be back right after this short break.
Oh, we're back. That was our grandmama. I mean, she's
Yep.
still alive. It's real kind of
It's
crazy.
really cool. What are we talking about again?
Oh, let's see. Let's look at the list.
Oh, yeah. Obviously, if you have been here sticking with us for these past, 6 minutes and 35 seconds, isn't it cool how you can look at a phone and see the time?
Yeah, that's what our topic is. But no, we've already got past newfangled tech. We're on how this idea came to be. So
Oh.
remember, we were at Smith's.
Yeah, we were
And
at Smith's again.
said, we two are real fun to listen to and talk to.
Yep.
And we thought, and he thought to himself, we thought to ourselves, well, that's a cool idea. And he said you should do a podcast. And we looked up what them things are. And basically, it's just 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 or 6 or 7 peoples talking on this here thing for a real long time.
Usually it's a lower amount, like 2 people.
Yep, which is what we have, 2 of them.
2 of them right here.
2 of them. It's me, Randy, and this is Randall.
And I'm Randall Tomlin.
All right, Randy Jenkins and Randall Tomlin.
Again.
Yep, we already said that like 4 times.
Yep.
So anywho, we got this here recording device.
Yeah,
D-
Smith handed us this little microphone in a box with all these little pushy buttons.
It's a
and
real
stuff.
cool device, really.
Yep.
And so we're recording ourselves now on it, and we just decided to go for it, you know.
Yep.
But now our next topic is how simple it was in the old days.
Oh man, I could go on about this
Really,
for days.
we could.
It's just like
Yep.
everything now is just so complicated, and it has to be so perfect for everyone. And back in the olden days, not everyone had money.
Yep.
I remember going out to the chicken coop.
Chicken poop.
I'm going out to the chicken coop, and I go grab the eggs, and then we sold the eggs. That was how we made a living.
Yep.
We sold the eggs, and we made our house out of sticks. We didn't have
Good
no
old
boards.
fashioned stick.
We didn't have no boards or metal, but it was just sticks.
Stick.
And sticks were the craze.
Yep.
I remember I had an old fashioned 22-inch stick.
Good old fashioned stick.
It was a real nice stick.
Good,
all the
nice
bark,
stick.
all
Hard
the-
stick.
The bark was off of it, and it could do anything. I swear to you, that stick. I
That
miss
stick
that
was
stick.
it. That stick was all you need.
I named it John. It was my friend for a while.
That's real sad.
Yeah, I didn't live near nobody. Actually, Randy here, he was the
Hi.
first person I ever met
Yep.
outside of my own family.
It's a little weird, honestly. I mean, it's like a weird cultist kind of thing, but I don't judge. That's a new thing that's happening now in this time. It's 2018 now. Hey, it's January 2nd.
Oh my! I've forgotten all about that. It's so late now.
Yep.
And everything is coming up, and
You're losing your train of thought.
I am.
You are.
I am.
My turn. So basically,
Yep.
I was more of a rambling man than this here Randall over her.
Don't hit me.
I'm gonna hit you
I'm
all.
gonna hit you.
Stop!
Stop hitting me.
Stop you hitting
I'm
me.
gonna hit you all I want.
Stop. Stop it.
I'm
Stop it. Stop it.
Stop! Ow!
Calm down.
You calm
We
down.
need to calm down.
You need to calm down. That hurt.
I'm sorry.
You hit my blister.
I'm sorry.
You hit my
I
blister.
didn't mean to.
Ow!
It's alright.
That was so mean, Randall.
I didn't mean to.
Randy, how dare you?
Did you just call me Randall?
I messed up. I'm old now.
You know what?
Blister.
I didn't mean to.
Whatever. Anyway,
we get a little carried away sometimes.
Yeah, we do.
Anyways, it was simple in the old days. See, Randy, I would do much more things than this here boy over here.
No, you would not.
I knew many. I was the first person you met outside of our family.
Yeah, but I did a whole lot around the house. I did leaf sledding in the fall, and sledding in the winter, and frost sledding in the fall, and
Large sledding after the pigs
large
were.
sledding after the pigs were slaughtered. It was real fun.
You know what? But that ain't nothing to going to the market every day. See,
You were the lucky ones. You were a rich kid back then.
Yeah, I had 2 sticks. You only had 1.
Yeah, you always bragged about that.
Those rich kids. When
I still haven't forgotten when you hit me with 2 sticks at once. That was not nice.
You know what? I also had mud.
He had a lot of mud.
I had mud
He
and
was
stick.
mud rich.
Mud and
that
stick.
point.
I tell you what. 2 of them.
Two sticks and 2 mud balls.
I had more than 2 mud balls.
You
I
had a lot of
I had
mud balls.
mud balls galore.
He could have been a billionaire if he sold that mud.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I done though, cause I respect Mother Nature.
It was good mud too.
Sorry, that loud noise, that was me slapping my leg. You probably didn't know what that was.
It was good mud too. It was real smooth and not all
Smooth
clumpy.
mud. You know, you can spread that smooth mud all over yourself.
You could.
And it feels real nice.
Yeah.
You ever been to one of them mud spas? Alright, so back to the old days.
Yeah, back to that.
We get real carried away when we get on the topic of
Yeah,
mud
we do.
and stick.
Muds and sticks. They are our favorite things.
I love
to this
muds and
day.
sticks.
I love myself some muds
But
and
you don't
sticks.
say sticks, you say stick.
Stick.
You
yeah.
need to say the stick. Cause
The
that's
stick.
Alright, so basically let's keep going. So in the new days, you see, we can we get mud baths. You pay your money to go sit in mud.
Yep.
And then you take pictures of it and put it on the Instagram.
Do you
Instagram.
Do you remember the second person I met was what was his name?
Cletus?
Yes, Cletus. Cletus didn't just have mud, he had chocolate. And chocolate was the craze. Chocolate had just
Back
come
here
out.
in southern, back when we were youngins, we were living in what was that? Kentucky.
Yeah, Kentucky.
Well, it's where place I like the best is Kentucky.
Yeah, me too.
Back in Kentucky, you see, we didn't have much, but we did have stick
And
mud. And I mean, and we're making it sound so primitive, but really, it was good. It was fun times.
It was real fun.
You ain't as free nowadays.
Yeah,
You know
gotta,
what?
you
You ain't
gotta
as
buy
free.
all these things.
You
and-
gotta buy stuff.
and-
There ain't no more pavement, and if you want to get to the mud, you gotta crack the pavement.
Yeah.
I did it once. I got a hammer and I banged it. But you know what? Then this man came and he said, "Mister, you can't bang the pavement." And I said, "What you talking about?" And he says, "You can't bang the pavement."
Yeah, that's just stupid. I think that if they're going to cover up something as valuable and fun as mud, then people have the right to get to it.
Yep.
And breaking the pavement, if that's the only way,
If
you
that's
have,
the only way to get to the mud,
you have the
you
right
have the
to
right
break
to
that
get into
pavement.
that mud.
Yep.
Yep.
Yep, you do.
Yep, you do.
And
Yep.
back to how simple it was.
So yeah, it was just simple. You know, things were more simple. We could have more fun. Well, there weren't as many rules. Everything wasn't as safe. That's another problem I have, is that when you go to a roller skating rink or rock climbing place, first of all, that you have to pay to climb a rock seems like the stupidest thing ever.
Yeah, there's rocks in the woods, kids.
Just go
Build
find
your
the
own
rocks.
wall.
Yep. Build a wall
Out of good old-fashioned sticks.
out of good old-fashioned sticks.
Yeah, you don't need any of these newfangled plastic walls with some little screws in it. All you need was some sticks in the rock.
That's what you need. And you know what? Now you have to sign a waiver when you go to one of them jungle gyms.
I could go on for days about waivers.
Waivers are the
Waivers are
stupidest
so
things.
stupid.
You know what?
And if you can't get your parents to sign your waiver, then you can't go. You can't do nothing.
And that's what really disappoints me, you see, is back in the older days, we could just have fun. And we didn't need to worry about suing because that never crossed no one's mind. Everyone was much simpler minded. They were nicer to each other. They didn't think they were going to sue nobody, so they never mentioned it.
Yep. Never.
Never ever. So now I think we should get on to the next topic. I just clapped my hands. That was that noise. And
You don't need to describe your noise.
I can describe all my noises.
No, you can't.
I can.
I don't like it.
Well, I don't care if you don't like it.
Anyway, now to the next topic, which is...
How simple it was. No, we just talked about that, didn't we?
I think you're losing your memory.
I am not.
It was to... What does
We're
it
going
say?
to describe our farm and our town.
You write too small. It says, describe farm and town. Okay, so, our town, like we said, we lived in a lot of towns.
But right now we're living in North Carolina.
Yep.
It's real nice. And you see our town's pretty small. We got a nice woods in my backyard. And Randall here has
I'm gonna look up our... I dropped something. I'm sorry about that, y'all. I'm gonna look up something real quick. It's,
Anyway, while he's doing that, I'm gonna explain, my town. I mean, not my town, my land. Basically, I've got a big old 7-acre farm. It's a little small, but it's all right. And yep. Basically,
what you doing?
I'm looking at what you're looking up. Oh yeah, that's a picture of our town. That looks real nice.
It was Kernersville, I think.
What?
No, we lived in Kernersville for a little bit.
That was not. Anywho, what I'm trying to say is the fact that, basically, why don't you explain your land? I can't talk right now. I'm trying to think. Let me think while you explain your land.
My land, we had a small farm, and nowadays property is like a leg and an arm worth of stuff.
Really? Yep.
And you gotta pay a whole lot of money for it. And back then it was cheap. And we got ourselves a large lot of the big open field. It had a creek in it. And I didn't have no mud, though, because it was in, like, a rock basin. We had a lot of rocks, but we didn't have no mud. And we had a lot of sticks, too, because there were some trees around the field that would, like, blow their sticks in there. So, yeah, we had some nice land with a creek and... Whoa.
Oh, my goodness, we're being called again. We're so popular.
We're gonna take another short break, and we'll be back with you in a minute.
That was my mother. She had lost her glasses, and I told her I put it in her bedside drawer. So, yeah. Back to our town and our land. All right. So, my land is 7-acre farm, and we both live in Hillsdale, North Carolina.
Yep.
And it's a small town, to say the least, really.
It's very, very small.
I mean, there's smaller towns, definitely, but we're just smallish, you know?
Yep.
So, it's had a little bit of a boom recently, but really our population, I think, is still around 900.
Yeah, we got a low population. But yeah, Hillsdale, North Carolina, you should come check it out. I mean, it's not...
Don't come. We don't need no more people here.
I mean, don't come move here, but it's not a whole lot of interesting stuff to do, but, you know, it works. So, yeah, it's Hillsdale.
It's got a nice farming community. We've got lots of small farmers here in Hillsdale. We don't have no hipsters, and we're going to keep it that way.
Hipsters keep out.
Yep, so if you want your little butt to come over here into Hillsdale...
Don't be mean.
I'm not. I'm being expressive.
But you're being mean at the same time.
I'm being expressive.
Being mean.
My mother, a long time ago, you know what she said to me? She said, you know what? You don't have to be mean, but you can be expressive. And I said, all right.
But expressive and mean are very similar.
No, they ain't similar.
You're expressing yourself in a mean way.
Whatever. Okay. Anyways, we got a nice town going on, and back to our land. They're getting bored probably about this. You can skip ahead if you don't care, but if you do, my land's 7 acres. It's real nice. I've got I got a few pigs, and I've also got some chickens.
Yep.
I've got a big old garden where I grow lots of different things.
It's got a lot of chickens, actually.
Yeah, I got a lot of chickens, and I raise them for meat, but also eggs, and I sell them sometimes at the market. But the market is never always busy, so,
Yep, and, this is Randall. I don't know if you can tell the difference between our voices.
I think they can.
Whatever.
My voice is a little higher than yours.
Well, so, yeah, I have a 10-acre farm, a little bit bigger than his, and I got myself like 100 chickens that I take care of. and mostly for eggs.
Mostly chickens is what he has.
Mostly eggs, I say, but usually sometimes I have some meat. I got 2 pigs, but mostly I just raise chickens like Randy said, and I got a lot of trees around the field, like I was talking about earlier. A lot of trees around the field that blow some sticks in there, and I got
lots of trees.
I got 2 cows and
a lot of pines in North Carolina.
A lot of pines, yeah.
All right, let's move on. We're getting bored. I'm even getting bored with this talk.
Okay.
All right, so talk about ourselves a bit. We're gonna introduce ourselves. What are our likes and dislikes?
We've done 6 topics already. We're so far.
6 whole topics.
Well, all right. So what was it? Talk about ourselves a bit. So I'm Randall over here. Again. And
Randall is on the right of me, and I am on the left of him.
Yep. Oh my! A book just fell down. That was scary.
Good thing it didn't hit you on the head.
I'm not a very good reader to start off. Speaking of books, I do read sometimes, but not a whole lot.
He does more working in the fields.
More field work. Yep. And I got a tractor. I got a couple of tractors actually, and I'm a big fan of.
What are your interests? What makes you tick?
What makes me tick? Well, what really aggravates me, what makes me tick, is when people decide that they have the right to trespass. When I'm out on my land hunting or something, and then they just come up and they're like,
yes, indeed,
howdy, and I'm just like, get off my lawn!
Oh, don't yell now.
Well, I'm ticked off. You see, you asked me what makes me tick, and this is what makes me tick.
All right, it makes you tick. It makes you tick.
The breather, you go ahead.
All right. Anyhow, my turn. So I'm a little more of a versatile man than Randall.
I'm versatile.
All right, well, all you ever do is work in your farm.
That's not true.
Yes, it is.
I go to bars and stuff.
Oh, wow, versatile. We only have one bar, and that's about it we have in our town. I mean, we have a little grocery store / gas station kind of thing going on. And then we got the bar, and that's about it with each other. And he just ripped up the headphones.
I'm sorry about that.
No, you ain't sorry. You're laughing. Those are expensive.
Yeah, I know it. I just messed up some headphones. I'm sorry, y'all.
You know when you have these headphones and they have like 2 little strings and you pull apart both of the strings?
Yep.
He did that.
Yeah, I did that.
Don't do that.
I'll do whatever
You don't
I want
do
to.
that.
I can do whatever I
No,
please.
you can't.
Yes, I can.
We're spunky old man.
Yep.
That's something to say, right?
Yep,
Won't you say so?
It is stuff
We've
say.
always laughed a lot with each other. But we can argue and then we can stop arguing, and that's pretty much it with us.
Yep.
We got our farms, but we also have got our families, and that's important to us.
Yep. I have a wife, Betty Crocker. She's somewhere around
real
here.
nice. She's a nice girl.
So yeah, Betty's around here, and
I think she's making something.
why don't you tell them about your big family?
Well, I've got a big old family. I've got 4 kids. I'm gonna bring the microphone closer to me. I got 4 kids, and their names are there's Clarence, and then there is there's Timothy, and those are my 2 boys, and I also got 2 girls, so I got even Steven, you know. Let's see. Then I've got Mackenzie, and she's a sweetheart, and then I've also got let's see. Oh my, I'm forgetting my kids' names. Well, that ain't
good at all.
I hopefully he's going to the bathroom in case you're wondering why he's so quiet. Anyway, basically, I've got, oh my gosh, what's the other one? I hope they ain't listening.
Randall, where'd he go? Where's Randall?
He's in the bathroom.
Which bathroom? We got 3.
He's in the downstairs one in the left.
Randall!
That's Betty. She's a little sassy right now, but well, she's a little mad, but anyway, okay, all right.
I told you that 3 times already, and I went in there and I found 4 chickens in that shed, and you tell me how did they get in
Okay. Well, I got Clarence, Timothy, Mackenzie, and then I got Mary. And those are my 4 children. They're real nice. I'm going to put the microphone back over here. It's a podcast, Betty.
Yeah, it's a podcast. Back off. Randall! Yeah, whatever.
All right, Randall's back.
Well, hi there again.
How was your bathroom visit, Randall?
It was good. She got a little mad at me for putting the chickens in the shed. I just can't stand seeing them out there being all cold.
Oh, Randall. He's just all soft heart, he does.
Yep.
All right, so now we're going to talk a little bit about our history, our 7th topic. Our history. So we met back in 2nd grade.
Yep.
He was a homeschooled boy.
I was for preschool and kindergarten and 1st grade, but I didn't learn much because I was mostly just working on the farm.
So since he said he was the first person he met outside of his family, so I was the first person he met outside of his family when he went into 2nd grade.
Which is kind of sad.
Yeah, well, it is sad. And, I came in. He came into the room, and I was walking right by him, and then he saw me, so...
I dropped my pencil on his toe.
Yeah, it hurt.
That was our first...
I wasn't wearing the shoes.
That was our first interaction together.
Yep.
And then he bent down to pick it up at the same time I did. Me bumped heads. We fell into a desk. Oh, yeah, I got big. So, yeah, that's what happened. And, that's how we met.
Also, I'm going to reshift myself a little bit.
Maybe it was a pen.
It was a pen, I think. I don't know.
Maybe
Anywho,
we had pens.
We
back
met
then.
each other in 2nd grade.
Yep.
We found we got along
We did.
well. We had the same interests. I mean, many people here at our town do. We didn't go to school in our town. No, because that wasn't really what we did back then. You see, and the reason why was because in Hillsdale there ain't no school. I mean, there ain't many people. So you have to go to the school in the next county where you ride the bus there. And, or if you have a car, I mean. But many people ride tractors too, because tractors are a good mode of transportation.
I'm sorry if I'm snorting a lot. I get the allergies in this time of year. It's January 2nd. I know that's not a common time, but I get allergies, so sorry about that. Anyway, yeah, that's a little bit about our history.
Yeah, we got along together well. Oh, I didn't tell y'all about my wife. I hope she's not mad at me. I mean, she's important, but I just forgot about her for a second there. All right, my wife. So her name is oh, she's at the church right now. I think she's making some pot pie for the community. And I mean, it ain't we don't go to no church. I mean, I don't go to no church, but my wife, she does. I mean, I do go to church, but most of the time I'm working on the field, you see, and so I just can't really get away from nothing. I do like the community around it though, and you see, she's there right now. I think she's making some pot pie dinner or something, and yep, her name is Faith, and she is a very, very nice woman, and he's of course, you've heard Betty already, so
Yeah.
Faith can't come in right now, but she's at the church.
Betty's just in a bit of a bad mood. She told me before not to put the chickens in the shed, but I just went up there this morning and they were all snuggled up together beneath the water heater. I have a little heated water. I know it's really high tech, but I got a little heated water and they were all snuggled up underneath it, and I felt so bad for them. I just put them in the shed, and Betty didn't like that.
Alright, now, our next topic is about good old-fashioned stick.
Oh, good old-fashioned
and
sticks.
tar.
I love those things together. They are the perfect thing to spend a day using. I
I
love
could
me
use
some
tar
sticks.
all day.
Sticks and
All day.
tar.
All day
You
tar.
can play with sticks in
Yep.
the tar.
In the tar
You
and
can
the
play
stick.
with tar,
Tar in the stick.
in a pile of
And
sticks.
stick in the tar.
You can build a fort out of sticks
Tars
and then
and
play with
sticks.
tar
and
in
use
it.
the tar to glue the sticks together to
That-
make a fort.
Yep.
That
good.
would be good right
Yep.
there.
We used to get our tar supply. We spent a lot of days sitting out in the middle of the road with the You know how they pour the tar underneath the pot?
Oh, that's the best.
Yeah. And then
I love some of that tar they pour in the
sometimes
road.
they put it right over the deep potholes.
That's good.
And it's like a
Good old
inch.
slush of tar.
On my road, I was tar rich. I had a 2-inch deep puddle of tar because
And then on the real hot days when it gets all hot,
it was
dip
like
your
a
fingies in the
swimming
tar.
pool. You could touch the gravel on the bottom.
You know, my daughter, when she was youngin', Mackenzie, when she was youngin', you know what she'd do? She'd take the tar, she'd take little balls of it when it was hot outside. She'd grab the tar, and then, like this, she'd go, grab the tar, right? She has the tar, and then she'd mold it into little balls. And then she'd stick the little balls on her toenails.
Would she make a snowman?
No. She'd stick the little balls on her toenails, and in configuration, it looks like a little flower. And then she used it like a what is stuff, nail polish.
Oh, nail polish. That's a good use for tar.
Yeah.
I never would have thought of that.
Nope.
Anyway, so tar and good old fashioned sticks. We are big fans of these. We just had to put this in here.
We
as
had
a
to talk
topic.
about it because I get so adamant about it when I'm talking about this stuff.
My chicken coop is made entirely of tar and sticks.
That's ridiculous. It ain't made of tar and stick.
My chicken coop is.
No, it
My,
ain't.
my house ain't.
There's
Isn't.
some metal on the top of that.
Okay,
there
there's
thing.
a little metal on the top, but
There's
the rest,
not a little metal. The whole dang roof is metal.
whatever. The rest is tar and
No,
sticks.
it's tar and stick and metal.
No,
Yes.
the top is metal, but the rest is tar and sticks.
There you go. That's what you say.
Okay.
Don't you lie to
I
them
messed
viewers.
up, all right?
I guess they ain't viewers, but they're listeners.
Whatever.
Yep.
Messed up.
Yep. You can't mess up on this here
I can
test
mess
pod.
up all I want.
No, you can't.
Yes, I can.
Anyway.
Oh, that is just foul.
I need to spit.
He is disgusting. He doesn't have any boundaries for cleanliness or personal space or anything.
I think you are just a sissy.
No, he just spits wherever he wants.
Hey,
He
if you
spat-
got spit
he
in your
spat
mouth-
in a restaurant once.
If you got spit in your mouth and you don't want to swallow it, and I know that happens to somebody's, and you don't want to swallow that there spit because spit's gross, then you spit it right out of your mouth and you don't gotta swallow it.
He has faulty logic. He just doesn't understand.
I think you got faulty logic.
No, I think you do.
I think you do.
Whatever.
Whatever my butt.
Okay, now to leave good old-fashioned sticks and tar, kids these days.
That's our last topic, is it?
Now, I don't have any kids,
Well, I do.
as you may have noticed, but
Because he didn't talk about them none.
Randy over here, he has a lot of kids.
Well, I had some kids. You see, 2 of them actually. I didn't mention this, but Mary and Clarence, they both were adopted. They ain't my kids. Clarence was just lost. He was a lost child in the town of Hillsdale, and I found him. He was walking around in back of Smith's, and I said, "What you doing, boy?" And he said, "Nothing much." And I said, "My butt." And then he said, "All right." I mean, like, that don't make no sense. But basically, what happened was, he said, was laying there basically all cold and hungry, and I said, "You can be my child." And he said, "All right."
Yep, that was it.
That was it.
Okay.
And Mary, she was adopted from a city. You see, we went to a big old city.
We've already talked about our kids.
Well, I know, but I want to talk
I don't
about
have
kids
kids.
these days. So Mary was adopted from a city, and I went to that there city, and I said, "Hey, this kid looks pretty nice." And she was in that little tub, like all little kids in an adoption center. And I said, "This little kid looks nice." So we took her out of the little baby tub, and we said, "You're going to be our kid." And she said, "Okay." But she couldn't speak, so she probably just said it in her head.
Yep, in her head. So yeah, but back to the original topic. Kids
But I don't let
these
kids.
days.
Hey, wait. I'm not done with my kids yet. I don't let my kids hold me back. In fact, I don't do much really with my kids. I mean, they kind of raise themselves, and they're good, really. I mean, they learn stuff on their own. You know what I'm saying?
Yep, just
And,
give them
and
a pocket knife and some sticks.
Yep. I do a lot of fun things by myself. I don't do much with my kids, but
Yep. But anyway, kids these days, they have these newfangled smartphones. And yes, I have one. I do. But I don't really understand nothing on it. It took me a full hour to understand how to record this thing that we're doing right now. So, they have...
took me longer than that.
I don't have any kids, but when I go out of Hillsdale, I don't do that very often, but when I go to the city and I see all these kids sitting in at a restaurant, not even talking to no one.
Not even talking to their parents.
They're just looking at that little screen, and they're like involved with that little person on there, and they don't even care about their surroundings. They could walk into the street.
They could.
And they do that all the time.
They do.
And they just don't even think. All they do is play on their phone, play on their phone. And then they have these things called an Xbox. I don't understand that none.
I think it's a box that looks like an X.
Yeah, I don't know how that's possible.
I mean, they play games on it.
Yeah, but it's ridiculous. I mean, they don't do nothing except techno stuff.
Yep.
And it's crazy. And they're just so rude, and they don't even pay attention to no one.
They don't have no more manners.
Yeah.
These kids, they're taught by these hipster people. These kids are taught by these hipster people.
And they have no manners.
No manners.
It's ridiculous.
It's ridiculous.
Yep.
No, when I say, howdy, kid, how's a nice day?
And they just don't even
they
shake
don't
my
even
hand.
shake your
they
hand.
just turn around
They
and walk
look
away.
at your hand, and then they look back at their screen.
Yep.
And, you know what else? Even if you do try to address a kid,
It's offensive.
their parents like, come here, sweetie.
They don't want you around us.
They don't want their kids around strangers. But
It's
I'm not gonna
ridiculous.
hurt nobody. I'm just showing common courtesy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just like, shake my hand, kid.
Shake my hand, kid.
And there you
It's
go.
that easy.
You're
We just,
done.
we just shook hands and right
Yeah,
there
it
in
was
2
fine.
seconds. It was good. Yep, it makes me so mad. You know what else? The shows they put on the television, they're all ridiculous shows.
Yeah,
they got no heart to
this
them.
thing. I don't.
I
think,
watched
I
some
don't
good
think
shows.
we can say the names because they're probably like copyrighted or whatever.
I
that
think you
is.
can say whatever you want.
I don't think you should.
I used to watch the Andy Griffith Show,
Oh yeah,
and that was a good one. That was good.
That was good.
That
but
was-
now
They got the morals. They got
all
the
these
funniness.
newfangled things on
That like
Disney Channel or whatever.
Disney.
Disney. And it's like the kids are so disrespectful.
They are. They're
And
so
it's
disrespectful.
terrible.
I went
And
to a hotel lunch.
This is
and
where
they-
the kids learn this stuff
That's
on
where
these
they learn
terrible,
it.
stupid TV shows.
Stop slapping. You're hurting your dang ears. Eardrums are going to be crying for help by the end of this thing.
Well, I am adamant about this.
I can tell you
Okay.
are. All right. So, on the list now, that's pretty much it. I mean, that's all we got to say.
Yep.
I don't want to end it, but I'm guessing you guys are getting probably pretty bored to listen to us talk.
This has been an entire 37 and 45 second minute thing.
Woo-wee!
And
Woo-wee!
that was long.
That was a long one, I tell you
Yep.
what. Yeah, it was long.
So I hope you all enjoyed this, and I guess we're gonna leave you now. But I gotta turn this thing off somehow.
Oh, I don't know how to do it. There ain't no button on here.
Is it that big circle button?
No, I don't think it is. I don't see it.
Are you sure about that?
I don't see it. Sorry about this, y'all.
Where is it? I think it's that.
No,
one.
no, don't push it yet.
But might not be it. And what if it deletes it all after we push it? That wouldn't be good.
Yeah,
I think we're just gonna have to take our chances.
but I don't know. Maybe it's
Let me
deleted.
see this thing.
Don't click it yet. We
I
gotta
won't-
say our
I'm
goodbye
not-
thing.
I'm not gonna click it yet.
Okay.
Okay, I think we're gonna say goodbye thing and then we're gonna click.
And if it turns off, it turns off.
Yep.
So this might be all we say to y'all. So
Okay.
have a swell day, and don't let the door hit you where the good Lord split
I
you.
love that. Don't let the door hit you where the good Lord split you. Yep.
Don't let the door hit you where the good Lord split you. Have a
And
swell day.
don't go yet. So that's
leaving.
That's it. And
This has been Reminiscin with Randy and Randall. Is it on? Is it off? I'm alright.
Tune in next time to Reminiscin with Randy and Randall, where the story will progress and they will discuss very interesting topics. See you there.
All right, now here's a message from me, Randy. I just like to tell y'all that after listening to this here recording, I found out my dog was barking halfway through the dang thing. I was listening, and there was the dog, and he was like bark, 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 bark. And I don't know if you can hear him or not, but he's in the background of some of these parts of my podcast, and I just wanted to tell y'all that I'm sorry for that there noise. Yep, but I'm sure it's fine. So I hope y'all have a nice day.
Thank you for listening.